Hi, I'm Natalie, a wilderness first aid instructor for Medic, and I'm going to share a story about a time I was grateful for my wilderness first aid skills. Last summer, when I was working in Costa Rica, I myself sustained an ankle injury. I was really grateful that I knew the treatment for a sprained ankle, which is RICE, rest, ice, compression, and elevation. I was able to use something like this, an elastic bandage, to wrap some ice around my ankle and quickly was able to prop it up on a rock. I was so thankful that I could provide the treatment myself because that meant that I was able to treat it immediately, leaving myself not in pain and unable to walk for days on end, which is possible from an ankle injury. I know this from experience. And it also meant that I didn't have to go to a definitive care facility in a foreign country, which as someone who is not fluent in the native language would have been a really big challenge. I'm very thankful that I had the skills to provide the treatment for myself, and it made the trip much better. Now I want to hear from you. Share a time when you were grateful for your wilderness first aid skills, whether that be treating a burn, helping stop the bleed, or just helping keep someone calm in a scary moment. Share your video with the hashtag #GratefulForWFA, and I can't wait to hear all of your amazing medical stories.